Alright, I guess it started. Well, alright, so it looks like Skyrim's working and things are going good now. So let's hope it continues to be like that, but it might change because nothing ever works for very long. But it was working for a couple minutes, so let's hope it just continues to do that. I am on a VPN, so it is going to be a bit slower. But hopefully it doesn't take. Okay, good. It's not taking a million years. Good, good. Oh, it's doing that fucking thing, isn't it? It's your turn. It was working. I'm just gonna hope it starts being a bit better. If not, then I don't fucking know. I guess I'll just die. That sounds too dramatic. But, probably shouldn't be saying things like that after a heart attack, but that makes it funnier. Okay, good. The audio is good. Sorry, you probably heard an echo for a second because yeah, I was just checking for my audio.
Be careful. The Thieves Guild has Maven Blackbriar at its
I don't know you. You and Rift in looking for trouble? Yeah? Well, I got news for you. There's nothing to see here. Last thing the Blackbriars need is some stranger sticking their nose where it doesn't belong. The Blackbriars have Rift in their pocket, and the Thieves Guild watching their back, so keep your nose out of their business. Me? I'm Maul. I watch the streets for them. If you need dirt on anything, I'm your guy. But it'll cost you.
Since my speech is level 1,
Pleasure doing business with you. So what do you want to know? You kidding? My brother Dirge works in their hideout. I used to run with them myself, but took a job with Maven after they started hitting a rough patch. If you want to get in on that action, find Brynjolf in the marketplace. I'm sure he could use someone like you. you got Maven. She pretty much runs the whole operation. She's got friends in high places, if you know what I mean. She's also got ties to the Dark Brotherhood and the Thieves Guild, so basically no one can touch her. Just remember, if she tells you to do something, you damn well better do exactly what she says. The only thing I heard is a rumor that a boy named Aventus Aretino in Windhelm has been attempting to contact the Dark Brotherhood. He used to live here in Riften at the orphanage on the other side of town, but I think he ran away. Can't say I blame him. Be seeing you around.
I'm really getting tired of your excuses. When you borrowed the money, you said you'd pay it back on time for double the usual fee.
Welcome to Rift.
I started earlier than I was going to, just because I got really bored. And it looked like for a second it was loading fast enough to play it. If it gets too insufferable, I'll stop the stream and then start it again. Oh yeah, it's really lagging those controls. But now it's not. If it's just like occasional glitches like that, that shouldn't be too bad.
Never done an honest day's work in your life for all that coin you carry, eh, lass? I'm saying you've got the coin, but you didn't earn a septim of it honestly. I can tell. It's all about sizing up your mark, lass. The way they walk, what they're wearing. It's a dead giveaway. Look how you slipped out my little skit at the North Gate. You knew it was a shakedown and you called them on it. That's what I'm talking about. Wealth is my business. Help me out, and I can add to yours. Would you like a taste? I've got a bit of an errand to perform, but I need an extra pair of hands. And in my line of work, extra hands are well paid. Simple. I'm going to cause a distraction. You're gonna steal Medesi's silver ring from a strongbox under his stand. Once you have it, I want you to place it in Branche's pocket without him noticing.
Thanks for the bushel of apples, Maurice.
There's someone that wants to see him put out of business permanently. That's all you need to know. Now, you tell me when you're ready, and we'll get started. Good. Wait until I start the distraction, then show me what you're made of. Everyone, gather round.
My husband Bearsley will be the death of me. He spends too much time worrying about Riften and not enough about himself.
No pushing, no shoving. Plenty of room. This way, everyone. Over here. Come on, Pringle. What is it this
Right, it's
time?
that stall right there.
Greetings, Branche. This is a rare opportunity. I wouldn't want you to get left out.
That's what you said about the wisp essence. It turned out to be crushed nerve root mixed with water.
Well, that would... Simple, mister. But this item is the real thing. Lads and lasses, I give
And
you
then I'm gonna
Malma
see.
Blood Elixir.
Oh, come on. Are you talking about the Snow Elves?
The one and only. Mystical beings who live in legends and were masters of great magic. Imagine the power that coursed through their veins.
How did you get
The
that? No one's seen them in years.
controls are lagging.
My
a
sources
bit.
must remain a secret for their own protection, but I can promise you that the contents are genuine. One sip of the elixir and your wishes will be granted. Great wealth, everlasting life.
I'm gonna switch to
Limitless power
hiding.
could be yours.
So I have a mod that makes it so that like if I choose a set of armor, it will give me a random different stat, and I think hide armor makes it specifically
How much does it cost?
better at sneaking.
Only 20 gold seconds. Hurry, if all my supply is gone.
Don't listen to him. He's making this up.
Only 27.
It's a bottle. I could get rich and stop selling these trinkets. He give...
How do I get to my... Okay, there we go.
Why, you? There's some...
Okay, and now time to load back to quick save.
Oh, come on. Are you talking about the snow elves?
The one and only. Mystical beings who live in legends.
Monsters of living magic. Imagine the power that coursed through their veins. How did you get that then? No one's seen them in years.
My sources must remain a secret for their own protection, but I can promise you that the contents are genuine. One sip of the elixir and your wishes will be granted. Great wealth, everlasting life, or perhaps limitless power could be yours. Well, I see that my time is up. Come
There we
back
go.
tomorrow if you wish to buy.
What
I
a
got
waste of time.
Looks like I chose the right person for the job. And here you go. Your payment. Just as I promised. The way things have been going around here, it's a relief that our plan went off without a hitch.
None, nothing. No worries.
My organization's been having a run of bad luck. But I suppose that's just how it goes. But never mind that. You did the job, and you did it well. Best of all, there's more where that came from. If you think you can handle it.
Thank you. Yeah, it's still at a 4. So, good time to take it so that in an hour it'll stay below 4 and not get
All
really
right
bad.
then. Let's put that to the test. The group I represent has its home in the Ratway beneath Riften, a tavern called the Ragged Flagon. Get there in one piece, and we'll see if you've really got what it
Yeah,
takes.
but lately it hasn't been working and they've been having me take it on my forearm. This one.
Alright, Francie. Run out your pockets.
New in town, eh? Here for the fishing, I guess.
What are you talking about?
Don't play stupid. I said turn out your pockets. Now.
I'm telling you, I don't... Wait, what's this ring? This isn't mine.
That's right, it isn't yours. You're under arrest, Francie.
This is insane. I didn't steal anything. I never saw this ring before in my entire life.
As a winter's morning. We can do this one of two ways. You can walk with me to the keep, or I can drag your lifeless body. Your choice.
But I'm... very well.
Fresh meats and produce. Get them before they're gone. All meats guaranteed clean and free from rock joint. Fresh meats and produce. Get them before they're gone.
Got a 4. 4.
Vegetables as crisp as a winter's morning. My food is the best in all of Skyrim. Always as fresh as the day it was collected. The only way to find fresher meats is to hunt it yourself. I picked up a trick from a butcher in Elenir, a small town over the border in Hammerfell. He showed me a way to grind up ice wraith teeth and use it as a preservative. Keeps everything cold and fresh, but only for a limited time. I'm always looking to replenish my supply, so if you ever come across 5 of them, I'd be more than happy to take them off your hands. Thanks. I was actually worried I'd run out. Just what you see here. Be careful looking for those teeth. Those little bastards are dangerous. Fresh meats and produce. Get them before they're gone.
You can say the Ratway is the city under the city. Dangerous. No place for you.
Lower left abdomen and lower right back. Alright, thank you.
Vegetables as crisp as a winter's morning. All meats guaranteed clean and free from rock joint. Fresh meats and produce. Get them before they're gone.
Nope. Just have the saline aftertaste.
Oh, yeah.
Vegetables as crisp as a winter's morning.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Antibiotic. And then in 30 minutes, if the pain gets worse, I have the rest of this, right? Alright. Hopefully I won't need it, but yeah. I hate it when, like, I make it a few minutes out of that window for the rescue dose. It's the worst. Yeah. Oh, could you turn off that light? brother lent me his earbuds on when I was getting on the medevac because he accidentally broke my headphones. And oh my god, I wish he had over-the-ear headphones instead of earbuds. Because like the holes in my ears are just a tiny bit too tiny, and I have to keep pushing these back in, and sometimes I press a button on them. I don't understand why people prefer, tiny ass little earbuds that get lost and everything. And they give me ear infections and all sorts of stuff. Over-the-ear headphones all the way. I'm not gonna whine and grip with you. Stay out of the rat way. It has come to our attention that some misguided citizens have been returning into the rat way late at night to complicate matters. Others have seen fit to spread rumors of their disappearance, stirring up talk of ghosts and phantoms haunting the sewers.
Someone there.
Damn you!
I'm gonna die.
I'll rip you in half.
I'm gonna let myself die too, just thinking it's gonna be this thing.
Tease you to mess with me.
Okay, I didn't favorite any conjuration spells. I did. Alright. I'm gonna properly sneak attack and all that.
I don't know, Droff. They'd skin us alive if they knew we were doing this.
Why are you always acting like such a big baby? I've gotten us this far.
This far? We're living in a sewer. Is someone there?
Over here!
Might make it super easy. Oh, I'm really about to die.
Or nothing. Tear you to pieces. Good enough.
Alright, I'm gonna make it easier. Sorry. I think I'm very bad at video games. I'm also the one item. Oh, I have marker point added. Okay. Improve my sneak. And then let me quickly go to some other city. I feel like I could in this hand too.
I don't know, Droff. They'd skin us alive if they knew we were doing this.
Why are you always acting like such a big baby? I've gotten us this far.
This far?
What
We're
was
living
that?
in a sewer. You said you'd have a house as big as
Over
the
here.
Blackbriars by now. Try and make this quick.
Hold on, I'm gonna quickly change the attack move settings real quick after this. Is it like the last any restriction to be? There's a booby trap. Guess I'm supposed to feel like a fool. That's a lot of sirens outside, isn't it? I don't know if you guys can hear them or not. Well, I can't hear them anymore. And they were going. This hospital is so huge. Like this, I've been on 3 different floors this day, actually. Cause like, I was gonna leave in a couple days, and then I had a heart attack. So then they moved me to a different floor. Now they're monitoring me for like a week, and then they're gonna check that vegetation on my heart, and then we're gonna see if I need surgery or if I go home with the needle still in my arm and just continue taking a shit ton of antibiotics and blood thinners.
Is someone there?
Crossbow. Oh, that was cool. That was a good kill move right there. I'm gonna give him fork and knife to fight with. There's no healing going. Just quickly look at potions, just because I like leveling up. No, I didn't. Can't wait till I find conjuration weapons. If you could eat anything in Skyrim, what would you eat? Would you eat the cheese? Would you try a soup? Would you have a sweet roll? What would you have? I would have cheese and beef stew. Personally. And I know it says goat cheese, but in my mind it will always be cheddar or Gouda, those cheeses. I think that's a good ghost. Yeah, that's Salone's Confession. 7th of Morningstar 4E171. My son, I do not have long for this world, but before the winter night embraces me, I would confess a great regret that has burdened my heart for many years. Long ago, my brethren and I were commissioned to hunt down and ensnare a dark and powerful renegade captain, a man, once a proud soldier, had become corrupted by a powerful artifact and turned to great darkness of deed. We fulfilled our commission, but not without great cost, for I alone managed to survive the encounter. But in the many years that have followed this venture, I have often wondered if our deed in ensnaring him was equally evil, for with our combined enchantments we have bound him to an eternity of misery, though we bound him to the guardianship of the very thing that drove him insane, the artifact, a powerful weapon that now, despite his yearning for it, he cannot yield while he lives. It is a cruel fate for a once great man, for he was just that, until grief and anger laid him bare to such utter corruption and malice. That story's a sad tale indeed, but now, these many years on, my heart sees the truth, and I would undo that which was done, and free him from his misery. Alas, it is too late for me to take on such a quest. Therefore, I pray that you, my son, will do this task in my stead. I beg you, as a father's last wish, seek him out and set him free. Your father, Celeste.
his nose was buried so deep in his boots that he did not even notice from me what he took. And I cried all the way to
I'm gonna turn up the dialogue volume real quick. Or I guess effects and music will go down a little. And this will go up a little.
and my tears flowed freely under the burning red sun. And then came the mad one, cackling with glee, and to Chatorjo did he tell a somber story. To the land of old magic did he implore me to go, to the place where is taught how lightning to throw.
Let's crack it.
And in the house of knowledge should Chatorjo look, in the stone sky above the great sea of books. And there would he find the end of his tales, the tome of knowledge to make sadness disappear. But suspended it was out of this one's reach, and so Chatorjo to you does humbly beseech. Find in the place of knowledge arcane the book to Chatorjo, which proved such a pain. And use it well, for it will alter your mind. And remember the mad one, whose advice was in kind. Nothing is so boring as a path straight and narrow, but watch out for your knee, lest it catch a stray arrow. I am here, but I am not here. I am here.
That's the end of his riddle.
But I am not here.
I might have to Google it later if it had a bunch more hints, but I thought there was something going on that wall for a second.
Is someone there?
And I'll give him a weapon, and then I'll... Looks like I leveled up. Shall I level up? I'm gonna be conjuration. What does the pickpockets journal say? I ain't been having no luck at lifting gold off them rich merchants in the market. And those thieves guild slits don't want me. Said I'm too clumsy. I'm running out of food and skooma. May need to start killing some of the skeevers down here for meat. One of the skooma dealers at the docks told me he knew a guy from Morrowind who trained a Nyx hound to distract his marks. Helped him steal a heaping pile of gold, he said. Don't know if I believe a word of it, but what else am I going to do? Might as well give it a try. Too bad there ain't any Nyx hounds around here. Plenty of skeeters though. I'm gonna need to catch some anyway for food. Might as well have food. And go at training one first. A ragged flagon. Time to do Thieves Guild stuff, because why not?
What can I do for you? Lead the way.
Why not have an armored cat?
Still here. What do you want me to carry? You lead, I'll follow.
Just got lucky as all. Bumped into someone who knew someone else. The rest just writes itself.
Well, if you like, I'll be happy to take over the operation for you. Take the source off your heads.
And
Give me a chance. Vex, give an old man a chance. Why don't you? I know I may have a few years under my belt, but that doesn't mean we can't have some fun. Believe me, I can show you a thing or two. Quit playing hard to get. I saw how you blushed when Durjas started reading from the lusty Argonian maid. You're a firebrand. We all know it. Take me up on the offer, and stop playing the tough girl. We all know the toughest ones are the softest on the inside.
out just when the going is getting good? No thanks.
That's some tea right there. Timely offer. Delvin, I have a full store of glass arrows coming in. If you want a piece, I'll sell them to you for my cost. I need to keep the merchandise moving, or else that bitch might catch on to our operation. If you want them, they'll be stashed under the docks in the usual place. I'll check back with you in a week. Tolden Way. A warning. Delvin, master of sneaking, huh? If I ever catch you trying to sneak a peek at me while I'm bathing in the lake again, I'll cut off your most valuable asset.
Well, well. Colour me impressed, lass. I wasn't certain I'd ever see... Well, well. Colour me impressed, lass. I wasn't certain I'd ever see you again.
I'm gonna be mean.
If you were expecting a palace, then maybe you're not cut out for this line of work. Our methods involve secrecy and discretion. Now, if you're done belly aching like a child, how about handling a few deadbeats for me? They owe our organization some serious coin, and they've decided not to pay. I want you to explain to them the error of their ways. Kirava, Ursi Honeyhand, and Helga. Do this right, and I can promise you a permanent place in our organization. Honestly, the debt is secondary here. What's more important is that you get the message across that we aren't to be ignored. A word of warning, though. I don't want any of them killed. Bad for business. Good. If you need any details on your marks, I'll be here. Now get going. I'll be here when you're done.
Stay out of trouble, or there's gonna...
I kind of want to do a different quest right now.
Be trouble.
So,
I won't.
Last person who made trouble for Vettel
Shipments
ended up with a
arrived.
smashed
You
head.
better have coin to pay for your drinks. There's no handle.
Our shipment arrived, and the following items are on your list. You want in? I need to see the gold. Fire salt. Paralytic poison. Blackbriar private reserve. Shadow. Banish wine. And chokeberry preserves.
It's here.
Maybe you can help me.
Have anything for us?
Got a lot of nerve coming down. People tend to get hurt in a rat.
I mean, in Skyrim, why would I want to?
I do not practice my art for free, however. Be gone until you have the coin to warrant my skills.
Oh, yes.
I keep like clicking a bit too long because of the
Very
laggy
well.
controls.
No, don't move. Thank you for your wisdom. Now get
I've got your back.
Have anything for us?
I wish
Finds me.
the main character talked in the game.
Thank you.
It's one thing I wish about this one.
I'm not here to hold your hand. Think of this what it is.
I know that there are mods for it, but I already have a lot of mods on.
And what might you need?
Alright, let's find the lever button or whatever. There's a coin purse. I'll give him a weapon and turn him into a zombie.
This doesn't look...
Oh, too high level. let me just quickly unfavorite that axe and favorite whatever my best single-handed weapons. Single-handed you know.
Beautiful baubles and gleaming gemstones over here.
Buy some armor and live. Tell about it.
I run the meat and produce stand at the market. Come by and see me if you want some of the freshest food you've ever eaten.
Jewelry, legendary Armenian craftsmanship.
Protect yourself right. Buy armor from travelers.
You know what is kind of crazy is about a week before I had the heart attack, I had seen a PSA on social media just about women's heart attacks and stuff, and like what they felt like. And Loki, when I started having the heart attack, I was like, this kind of feels like that, but I assume it really is just a stomach problem because I'm 24, have good blood pressure, you know.
I'm right behind you.
It actually was a heart attack and not just stomach issues. But yeah. Good thing I was at the hospital is all I gotta say about that.
I've never seen me all this upset about things. The city really gets to her.
I'm gonna change the atmosphere a tiny bit. Which quest am I following again? Okay, good. I was like, wait, I want to do the Thieves Guild one a bit later. The bee and the barb.
I believe you have a delivery to make. Yeah, what do you want? If this is about the meadery, we can talk later.
No, I don't want to
Well,
snitch. Never mind.
that was important.
But I need to find that Khajiit that's in that quest. Kirava. As of this month, I'm afraid we're going to have to double the cost for Blackbriar Mead. As you're no doubt well aware, there's quite a bit of civil unrest occurring within Skyrim. With this unrest comes increased costs to us for shipment protection, ingredients, and labor. I think you'll find your customers more than willing to share in this burden by absorbing the costs through a price increase. I recommend you institute immediately. Failure to comply with our new costs will result in an immediate interruption of Blackbriar Mead. Sincerely, Maven Blackbriar.
I'm right behind you.
You look like you could use a drink. What do you say to some cheap mead?
Looking for work? I need someone to deliver a message to Sibby Blackbriar.
Sure, I'll do that.
Yeah? What's your problem?
Looking for work? I need someone to deliver a message to Sibby Blackbriar. Well, I recently approached Sibby Blackbriar about buying Frost, one of the finest breeding horses in Skyrim. He agreed to sell. I paid Sibby half the cost of Frost up front, but before he could deliver, Maven had him locked up. Sibby believes this exempts him from our deal. It does not. I want you to talk to Sibby for me. Then I want you to bring me Frost and the lineage papers that prove the horse's worth. You're a smart woman. That's exactly what I wanted to hear. Head to the Riften jail and talk to Sibby. Get him to tell you where Frost and his lineage papers are and bring them to me outside Riften. You'll be well paid for your time. I'm not exactly comfortable around guards or jails. Definitely not when associates of mine have been locked up. No, I'll meet you outside of town. No idea, but whatever he did, it must have angered Maven. No guard would lock up a Blackbriar without the old lady's permission. I'll meet you outside of town.
Yeah? What's your problem?
Telenge. I've checked with Marmal, and I'm certain an arrangement can be made to incorporate the traditional Argonian bonding ceremonies should the need arise. It would be our pleasure to receive you at the temple and have Marmal perform a marriage ceremony between yourself and Kirava. But we'd request the appropriate tithe be made as we previously discussed. Whatever you decide, I wish you both the best of luck, and hope to see you here soon. Dinya Balud. Letter to Clexius. Dear Clesius, it's as you feared. The news here in Riften is troubling on many levels. Now, I've studied goblins all my life, and while customs differ from tribe to tribe, one thing always held true. They are beholden to their shamans, and removing them will turn the entire tribe docile. Moreover, we've seen this method work in practice, most famously with the Three-Feather tribe near Bruma, yet still the rumors persist of goblin activity near the border. Most disturbing is the news that the blue god himself is leading them. Could it be Malakath himself, in some form? Regardless, if some Daedric being has found its way to this realm, this is a cause for concern. I'll be heading to Grom's Pass in the morning to investigate. Faithfully yours, Avanessa Calodius.
Go on then. Deliver my message to Sibi.
If your allegiance lies with the Empire,
what do you want? I met her when I wandered into Riften a few years ago. Been smitten with her ever since.
I kind of find their little
In
love
fact,
story
I'm
cute.
thinking of asking her to marry me. In Blackmarsh, tradition dictates we present a potential mate a unique wedding ring to represent our future bond. I already have the gold band, but all I need are 3 flawless amethysts to complete the setting. I was hoping you'd offer. I didn't think it was my place to ask such a favor of you. I thank you. If you'll excuse me, I have other things to attend to.
I believe you have a delivery to make.
Here for a room or something to drink? Throw me some coin first.
I'm not gonna do that thing yet.
Come back and see us again.
New in town, eh? Here for the fishing, I guess.
I'm trying to find that. Let me look at that quest again. Yeah, he's somewhere in Riften. Probably not in the basement. Keep stealing the cheese because I love cheese.
If your allegiance lies with the Empire, we haven't much to discuss.
Alright, leaving this.
Fancy yourself the adventuring type, eh? It's just as well. I doubt your combat prowess.
What in the name of oblivion do you want?
Of course. Nothing gets done without my approval in this city. I have the Jarl's ear and the guards in my pocket. Anyone makes trouble for me and I pay a visit to the Thieves' Guild. Make me angry and I contact the Dark Brotherhood. You do well to remember that the next time you make such a stupid observation. I believe we're done.
I was trained by some of the finest warriors in all New in town, eh? Only the best in all of Riften. I own Riften Fishery. Started out with a single fishing pole and now I have an entire building and 2 boats to my name. Not bad for a middle-aged Nord, eh? Too bad I haven't had the same success helping this city shed its poverty. And even Nord thinks I'm wasting my time trying. But I disagree. Yes, I suppose someone has to be around here. Have you seen the condition of this sorry excuse for a city? Beggars roam the streets, crime runs rampant, and the threat of war is driving away business. The paltry amount of coin that I place in the charity box at the temple is the least I can do to help. Remember to give at the temple.
If your allegiance lies with the Empire, we haven't much to discuss. Support all.
Sorry, I'm afraid I can't help you much right now.
My skill in battle is unmatched. Fortunately for you, if you change your mind, seek me out here.
Come to see Balaman perform miracles with steel, eh?
Oh no, don't crash. Is it crashing? Okay, good, it didn't crash.
Still here.
I wish I could make one of the ravens a follower. There probably is a mod somewhere for it. I know there's a mod that lets you have a raven on your shoulder, but... Let's go to Whiterun.
Lone travelers can find these woods a little treacherous.
Wares and weapons, going for sale prices. There is much beauty in this place.
This one needs something?
This one needs something. So many refuse to talk to us. Take a look.
Ooh, I like that. Let's see what I can sell. Right, I gotta make that delivery of that black briar. You know, I almost sold it all. Because I wasn't thinking correctly.
Mostly, it is the Nords. They do not like outsiders in their land, and so we are forbidden to enter their cities. When they look upon us, they see only pickpockets and skooma dealers. It is most unfair, but we do our best to ignore them. Not long, in truth. I came to Skyrim after I found myself unwelcome in both Elsewhere and Cyrodiil.
Hold on.
I seem to have an unfortunate talent for getting myself involved in misunderstandings with the law. Prasad was able to look past that, and it was he who helped to set me up with a trade caravan. Now I work for him. May your road lead you to warm sands.
The sands are cold, but Khajiit feels warmness. This one suggests donning some apparel. I hope that you will come and do business with us again.
The white flakes that sometimes fall from the sky.
Still here.
All right then.
This one needs something. The wind blows bitter cold in this place.
Yes? Then lead on, friend.
Hi there.
Some peaceful greeting.
I need to actually look at that adoptable Khajiit mod I have, so I can see where I have to go to adopt him. Because it's in the mod description, but I forgot where it is. I actually haven't done that mod before. I keep meaning to, but you know. Hey LD, how are you? LD's seizure. Yeah. Lots of has happened, as you can even just see by some of the text I have on here. How have you been? Here's where. Yeah, that's a picture of me from a couple days ago. Same. It's a good day to just chill and play Skyrim. And wait what the next info is. Yeah, basically what happened is they actually did an experiment on my heart when I was 13 it's a long story and I kind of sound crazy when I say it, but yeah, I've been losing a lot of weight rapidly, but it's gone, it's normal now. Like normal level of, like, I wanted to lose some weight, but not in the worst ways possible, for sure. Yeah. Like, when you lose weight, just sickness like this, it doesn't really feel like a plus, even if you would otherwise want to, because, like, you want to lose weight as an accomplishment, you know, not as, because your body's just destroying itself a little bit. I have an ostomy now, and that's taken away much of the pain. But yeah, I had to go to the hospital for colon problems. My colon's still in my body, but it's diverted so food doesn't have to go through it. And that's been very nice. I can drink coffee again and stuff like that. I'm staying about the same right now, which that's good. But yeah, it was kind of scary when I lost like 10 pounds in a week, because it was all just due to being too sick to sleep or eat or live. And yeah. Nah, what I had was a loop ileostomy, so what that is they pull a little bit of the small intestine out of your abdomen to make a stoma, and then they make 2 holes in it, and so the colon is still there and still attached, but food just comes out of the stoma, so food doesn't have to touch it. And so, like, now I can eat whatever I want and be okay with that at least. But I still have an inflamed colon, so I'm still having lots of blood come out of my rectum, basically. Which, like, I kind of had a feeling that I was gonna still have bloody bowel movements after that, because with the years of ulcerative colitis, I would still have tons even if I went a week without eating. Which means, yeah, just because food doesn't pass through it doesn't mean that blood still doesn't shoot out of it, sadly. But yeah, I had an abscess and that got infected, and then what they think happened, I have to get more imaging on Thursday, and then we'll know whether or not I need surgery, but I haven't had a period since February regardless, and I only have like 1 or 2 a year because I'm just so sick. But they have tested my hormones and stuff to make sure it's not another underlying condition. And it's not. Sometimes my ovaries are getting cysts though, because but that's just because it's next to my colon, which is super wounded, and if there's something going wrong in one part of the body, it'll often affect other nearby parts of it. Yeah. But yeah, the infection from that abscess turned into a clot, and that clot attacked my kidney and then attacked my heart, and that's how that heart attack happened. And now they need to, now we're going way back in time to when I was 13, during adolescence, sometimes people will have temporary holes in their hearts that naturally heal themselves through time, but we got manipulated into getting it patched up anyway at 13. Me and a bunch of other girls at the place I was staying at. And oh wow. Yeah, I'm glad that I don't have any ovary problems other than just being sick makes my ovary not want to do its thing, which yeah, ovaries not want to do their thing, which yeah, I can understand why.
Clear skies. Perfect weather for traveling.
I'm glad I don't have something like endometriosis or PCOS too along with this, because it just make my life harder. I have more diseases, obviously. Man, where was it going? Right, the heart thing. So yeah, I had holes in my heart that didn't, and then they gave me an unnecessary surgery and a bunch of other girls. Yeah, I'm currently in the hospital. I have a few more days of blood thinners and antibiotics, and then what they're gonna do is they're gonna check that thing that they put in my heart when I was 13 and see if the vegetation they saw on it last time is still there, and if it's still there, that might mean open heart surgery. So let's hope that a week of blood thinners and antibiotics got rid of that. Yeah, it would be really bad if my hormones were all off too. And I'm glad that it's not Crohn's either, so if worst comes to worst, they will just remove the whole colon. After living with the ostomy for about a month, I'm less enthusiastic about having a permanent ostomy though. Because I don't mind it that much until it comes to changing it. I hate changing it so much. Yeah, I actually warned everyone I remember and have contact info for who got that same procedure done while we were in the mental hospital, which that's crazy that they experimented on mentally ill teenage girls who were not living with their parents basically at the time. That's what they did. And like the fact that it gave me a heart attack at 24 is just terrifying. And apparently, like, since I was 13 when I had it, I was like only like 5'2" when I was 13, and now I'm a 5'11" grown woman, so my heart is too big for that little mesh they put in there too now. And so it would have had to get replaced anyway. And we were told nothing of that when I was given that thing, even though that information was all already out there. And I'm glad that I'm still allowed to drink energy drinks and take Adderall, because that was something I was genuinely like terrified about. Yeah. And like everyone else who had gotten that surgery was also in their teens or preteens. I'm going to zombify a wolf. Yeah, I remember that. Like, it's sad to me that some women are like insecure when they're about being tall, because it's like I love being tall. Like, I get to tower all over all the men at the liquor store. That's a win in life. Yeah. I also often wear boots that will add about an inch to it too to reach the 6 foot mark. Cause why not? I don't even have shoes when I got admitted to the hospital this time though, cause I was so sick I hadn't eaten or slept for 6 days, and I probably would have died actually. Well, yeah, because I had a heart attack at the end of the day. And so the combination of being constantly inflamed, constant severe pain, all that just causes a lot of stress on the body. 5'7's a good height. Well, there's pros and cons to being short or tall or medium, and just there's so much more to people too than their height. But I don't know. And now I'm saying stuff that just feels funny as fuck to say, cause like, duh. But yeah. Sounds like some of my friends too. I haven't been well enough to stream video games in a while either, so I'm glad that right now I'm actually well enough to do that. It's been like pretty much a month really. I got to play through Silent Hill F though, and I actually really liked that, so I will do a new game plus playthrough sometime. Do you like Skyrim?
Never should have come here.
The internet speed during the daytime in this hospital is too bad to stream usually, but during the nighttime it's wild. I don't even know if I look good or not, to be honest, but I'm not really trying to abide by any kind of standard other than, oh, that haircut I like to do and is easy and manageable, and that's it. And like, that's something that being this sick has made me like a lot better about, I'd say, is like I don't care that much about, like I won't destroy myself over how I look anymore. I just care that my body works. I don't care like whether my body looks good to other people that much. A little bit still. Yeah, Skyrim's very nostalgic for me because like in my family we didn't have TVs until I was 10 years old, and then my mom got had a boyfriend who was a gamer, and so one time for Christmas he got me, my mom, and my brother an Xbox 360 to share with Skyrim, and so we turned it on and like played Skyrim for the first time, and my mom went through that dungeon and just picked like that dungeon you start on in the non-modded game playthrough and just picked everything up and became super over encumbered and all that. Yeah. Well, like I hated how I looked before this anyway, so it's like I'm not gonna like I'll have like things that I do that make me feel confident or whatever, and sometimes I just randomly get super neurotic about my looks or about will I ever like what will people think if they see my stoma and stuff like that. I hope my stoma's not permanent, only because I hate changing the bag. Why Skyrim job? Oh, I get it, rim job. I'm a bit slow from the Dilaudid, and I'm actually going to need to ask for some more because I feel the pain creeping up. But still here, but yeah, someone's going to come in and... Hey, could I get my rescue dose for Dilaudid? I hope I didn't get too low. I've had to have 2 blood transfusions to this hospital stay because I'm on blood thinners, but my colon's... Oh shit, I will. Yeah. I have a bunch of mods on the Sky. That is one thing I really like about Skyrim and Fallout 4 is that they've made it so that mods are accessible to regardless if you're a console or a computer player. Hey, no worries. Alright. Yeah, I can turn it on right here. And then I'll be able to turn it off too. So I'm talking to the nurse today. Oh. Did I miss it by a couple minutes? Oh, I hate it when that happens. It's such a, like, I hate it when it's like right on the dot because that makes that rule seem so stupid. I hate it when it's right on the dot because it makes the rule seem so dumb. Like, if it's 93 minutes, it's too late. You have to wait 4 hours. Yeah, sometimes people just start drama and it's hard to tell why. I'm sometimes that because, I don't know, sometimes you just assume everyone around's an op too. And sometimes it's true, sometimes not. Sometimes, like, I'm just interacting. Oh no, I got actually turned into a vampire when I got bit, apparently. Looks like. It's funny how I'm just, like, talking about real medical stuff, and then I'm like, and then I see that my character's stats are going down from the sun. I'm like, oh no, I got turned into a vampire. But anyway. That mod that makes all unread books is so glow is a very useful mod.
You are taking us somewhere warm, I trust.
Yeah, it was a dick move. It's a shitty thing to assume about people in general. Ooh, there's a giant. Hitting the quick save button before I decide to do the... Oh, sorry, I'm talking. No, I'm just playing the game too at the same time. And then I remembered that I'm a vampire, and so if I take damage, I won't be able to replenish it in the daytime. So that won't be good. That was cool. I'm gonna screenshot this. What number is your ping? It's at a 7 right now. Yeah. It's mostly in my tailbone and then lower left abdomen still.
Khajiit guards your back. I will shoulder some of your burden.
Thank you.
We follow then.
Alright. Thanks. See you then. Yes, please. Alright. I am back to the stream. Sorry about that. Although, yeah. I am in the hospital, as I said, so. It feels good to be back and streaming, though, even if it's not gonna be my greatest stream ever. I probably should make an actual scripted video with, like, my sources properly sourced about my medical journey, kind of, because it's gotten wild, and I think I'm also just, like, it's a good idea to spread awareness about, like, the increased risk of heart attack if you do have ulcerative colitis, because that's an actual thing. Like, it doesn't help that they also experimented on my heart when I was 13, but those odds just kind of mushed together. And I bet there's a lot of other girls in the troubled teen industry who ended up having that same procedure, being told that they would die without it, blah blah blah. And yeah. Like, my life literally kind of feels like a movie with all that, though. Oh, dang. Sorry if I'm wrong, but your father was a shit father, right? I'm sorry, but yeah, just... Oh, and you know how bad that day I had that heart attack was, though? Like, my grandma literally died after that, and so it's like, how do I tell my mom that her daughter and her mom are like, yeah, that her mom had, how do I tell my mom that her mom died that day, and then also her daughter had a heart attack? Crazy. I'm glad that at least some of these bad medical conditions are reaching the people that deserve bad things to happen to them then. Like, I hope I have a comically good day since that day was just so comically bad. Also, my favorite show, Yellow Jackets, announced that they're being forced to cut down to 4 seasons even though they had written the whole show planned out to be 5. There's still one more season to go, so I don't know how they're gonna do that. But, you know, just like adding on tons of other things like that. It's like, wow, I need a day where I just like take a hike and see a really cool animal and get really nice pictures of it. My cat does something funny and I get it on camera. I hate that when parents treat their kids like shit for their relation to the other parent. Yeah. You like the Resident Evil music combining with this atmosphere? Really, this game is just a flower picking simulator. I bet there's a lot of great Lord of the Rings mods for this too. Oh, that's a skeever. I thought that was my cat follower. I'm gonna increase the difficulty a bit because I've turned it down because I'm like, okay, I keep dying. But now it's way too easy. Oh, I hate that. I also really hate it when someone decides to start an argument in the car, because it's just like, you can't escape it. And then like, it's really bad when, of course, someone starts speeding or stops paying attention to the road too because of the argument, but even if that's not part of it, just like, great, you're stuck in a car, you can't just escape the argument. Yeah, like, the vanilla games music is great too, but I love the Silent Hill and Resident Evil music combined with it. It also sounds good while listening to Yellow Jackets music too, but it'd take a lot to load my dark ambience playlist and stream and play the video game all at once while on this hospital Wi-Fi, especially because I also am using a VPN.
Khajiit got your back.
Sounds like an awful person to argue with. Yeah. True. My brother uses his size to win arguments sometimes when he doesn't admit it, but it's true. Because he's like 6'4" and stuff. And he knows
I've got your back. You lead, I'll follow.
He can just intimidate people into like not arguing with him and stuff. Such a douche for that. Have you seen Yellow Jackets? Mostly my mom, because he knows if he intimidates me with his size, he might run into that chance of me thinking, okay, I have to kill him or I'll die. And so I do things like scheme how I'm gonna poison him, or I have a knife and like I have stabbed him before, argument. So like he's scared of intimidating me usually, unless he knows I don't have anything with me, but I try to keep a little something with me in case that happens. He's done it less. But...
You are taking us somewhere.
Just seen the show Yellow Jackets before. It's a great show. I don't know. But that was just random. Sometimes I'm like, oh, I'm not autistic until Silent Hill or Yellow Jackets is brought up in conversation. And I'm like, oh yeah, I'm pretty autistic. Yeah, I've been mad ever since my brother got taller than me. Well, if you're ever bored and need a good show, Yellow Jackets is the best one. But just, yeah, on that comically bad day where I had the heart attack, they announced that it's gonna get shortened to 4 seasons instead of 5. I hope that the ending doesn't end up feeling rushed because of that. I have a long torso actually in proportion to my legs. It means that there was more room to place the ostomy too. Dang. Hopefully you won't need an ostomy then, because there wouldn't be much room to place it. I need to open those loot sacks I got. Dang, the battery on these earbuds is already depleting. That's not good. Oh well, I'll just... Worst comes to worst, they run out of power, and it just means the audio will be a tiny bit less good for the rest of the stream. Dang. That was the movie Long Legs named after you, Ben. Yeah. When I was a little kid, I got stuck on a ride where we had kind of go-karts, but it was like, we had to drive along the road like a roller coaster still. And I had reached the height requirement, but since my torso is long and my legs are not like freakishly short, but a little bit, it means I got stuck, and then a bunch of adults started cussing me out because I got stuck on the ride because I couldn't reach the pedals, and yeah. Yeah. Like I imagine that would... You're taller than the average woman, but like not tall. You're as tall as my mom. Although she might be 5'8" by now. So yeah, there are definitely cons to having a long torso. But yeah, what's crazy is my mom has been growing a bit taller ever since she gave birth to me. Like, she's, yeah, just been slowly growing taller and taller. Which apparently that sometimes happens from pregnancy. Yeah. So I guess if you want to grow taller, then I guess choose to have kids. I don't know. It's such a rare chance, and there's like a lot of other risks in pregnancy. But yeah. Probably like just a growth hormone or something. I mean, random things get turned on in your genes when you're pregnant and stuff. Okay, yeah, my headphones are mad at me, so I'm gonna disconnect them, and my mic might get turned off. I'll test that once, yeah. But these just keep notifying me that the battery's low. Is my audio still good? Yeah. I'll check on the YouTube video, so it will echo for a second. Is my audio still good? Okay. It's not too bad, it's a bit less good. So my apologies for that. If it ends up getting too bad, let me know. Oh, now my phone is glitching, of course, so I can't look at comments. I have to wait for my phone to turn back on. Okay, good, it worked. Yeah, I don't know why my phone just went black and then showed me the Apple symbol, and then now it's back to normal. They will have to have 2 IVs in my arm in a bit. The antibiotics only get shot in there for 30-minute intervals. Too
I'm on a pilgrimage to the Shrine of Azur, the goddess of twilight. If you'll excuse me.
Sorry. Just trying to sit up here. There we go.
In the mountains to the northeast. I'll mark it on your map.
Earning experience points though. It's funny how the dramatic music is longer than the actual combat. Looks like I love it. Did I level that up twice? I'm gonna increase my archery too. Yeah, I've been hungrier lately these past few days, which is a good thing that I'm getting an appetite back, because part of why I had no appetite was I was super sick. That's just like, I'm a bit hungrier than I want to be. so glad that I can still drink energy drinks after this heart attack. Like, not that I've drunken any yet, but like I got my ulcerative colitis. I diverted my colon from my digestive system so I could drink energy drinks again, only to have that taken away a month later. That would suck. That's a mood. Yeah, I usually don't go for the sugary ones. The one that seems to not upset my colon that much if I drink it slowly and only once every few days is Ghost. And now my colon doesn't get to have input about what I eat and drink anyway. Because it just goes right into my shit bag now. But Ghost Energy, it's probably the one I'm gonna still go for just because I'm used to the taste now and it's low calorie. Like, a lot of energy drinks kind of make me jittery when I drink them, but Ghost tends to not make me all jittery. So I think they're using just ingredients that are different enough to be, yeah. Yeah, poop bag and ostomy. Because, like, a loop of my small intestine is just like, they cut a hole in my stomach and that's just kind of sitting there, and so that food doesn't have to go to the colon. It only took 45 minutes actually to do that surgery, and it's completely reversible. So once I get my colon fixed up, if it ever gets fixed, I don't know if it'll ever get better. If it never gets better, then we're gonna try J-pouch, and what that is basically they remove the whole colon and rectum, and then they put a bag inside of you, kind of a pouch inside, and it's shorter than a colon, so like you'll go to the bathroom a bit more, but the pain and bleeding will be gone if I do that. And so, like, it's not the end of the world if I get a J-pouch. The only issue is that there's no reversing J-pouch, and there is a small chance of complications that would lead to me having to use my ostomy forever, which I don't want because I hate calling all these companies every month and having to get it delivered and then not having like any ostomy nurses in Alaska. Not in my town in Alaska. I mean, there are ostomy nurses in Alaska, but my town has, you can't enter my town or exit my town without a boat or a plane, so it's not like I could just drive to a different place to go get it looked at by an ostomy clinic. Yeah, if I got the J-pouch, I would. And since it's not actual flesh with nerves, that means the pain would go away, and so, like, but they recently got a new drug approved for this disease, and it has no side effects so far. And so I just want to give this one last meta try while my colon's diverted, see if it goes into remission, and then reconnect that colon and get the ostomy reversed if it does go into remission. in which case I'll poop completely normally, because I'll have the whole colon and not just a couple feet of pouch in there. Yeah, for real. To be honest, sometimes like I'm just grossed out that actual poop is there, because for a while it just smelled and looked like blood, which was very bad for my health, but like made me no longer used to even having poop anymore at that point, or having poop smell like poop. And yeah, because like blood is a lot prettier than poop. I'm not saying like blood is gross to think about in some context, but it's a prettier color and less of an assault to the nose if it's not rotten. Kind of a crazy thing to get used to, though, being that sick all the time. I leveled up. She has a lot of loot on her. I haven't had a single solid thing come out in years now. Sorry if TMI. Dang. She's probably just grumpy about the fact that she has to piss in a bag now. I've seen some people online where they have to have a ileostomy and urostomy, which urostomy is what the P1 is. Might or might not be unrelated to her not being very nice. I sometimes get a bit grumpier when I'm just constantly tired and in pain, so yeah. Not saying she should have treated you that way, of course. Or that it's an excuse, but yeah, I get that. Like, I met plenty of people who are pretty shit, but also, and while I don't think they deserve to go through the things they have to go through, I'm like, I don't like you stuff. I'm not going to spend my time. People tend to not like getting called out on their behavior, even if it's true. I'm glad that at least the ostomy bag keeps just poop smell in pretty well. It doesn't smell like poop. Like it smells like poop if I open it. Also, emptying the farts out of the bag is actually quite satisfying, I'm not gonna lie. My cat when I came home with the bag at first, my cat was very offended about it, and so I like emptied a fart onto her. And she's like, oh, it's just a fart bag, okay. Yeah, in treatment centers there's always, this kind of sounds like what it was always like in treatment centers. There's someone trying to start drama, usually. Hopefully she got the help she needed and stuff, but yeah. Like, there was a girl I used to beef with a lot, in one of these places, but then like, randomly I saw her Facebook and I recommended it, and then I saw that she had died, and I was like, oh, like I actually felt kind of sad about that in an odd way. But I had also lived with her for like a year, so I guess just when you get to know someone for a while, like, you in general want what's best for them even if it's from a distance. At least in my experience. Not specifically a piss bag queen, but drama queens, yes. I spent most of my teen years in the troubled teen industry, so this was like a couple years ago that she died. It wasn't the person I was really close to, but just a different one. Like, we didn't get along when I knew her, really. Part of that was because we were competing over a girl that we both had a crush on, but yeah. We both attacked each other before too. I busted her lip and she's giving me a black eye before. But, yeah. We were like, we had a lot. Sometimes we got along, but that was really rare. But like, I didn't realize that it's not surprising to me that I'm sad that I was sad when she died, but yeah. And like, I was also in my teens back then, so just, and all the other people that were trying to start drama were in their teens, so like our brains just hadn't developed yet enough to deal with conflict. Yeah. Like, I try to avoid drama now. I haven't had anyone really try to start drama with me that wasn't online, so, in a while. Part of that is because I just haven't really been, well, I've been sick to the point of being bedbound at least once a month for the past 3 years, so I guess I don't really have time to start drama with people, or energy. But also I think being this sick has added a few layers of wisdom to myself, like that whole, I'm truly body neutral. I just like that my body works. I'm not here to like please anybody. Not that like I don't want to do nice things for people or something, but you know, my body doesn't exist to look good for others or something anymore. Which I didn't even realize how much that mindset had been ingrained into me until like No, what I want is a body that's comfortable to exist in, that I can do what I like to do in. That's what. Enjoy your pee. And that's just like one way though that it's added some maturity and wisdom to. It's also made me more immature and socially stunted in some ways too though. And some days when I'm really, really sick, I just kind of view everyone as an off or something. And just assume that everything's an attack because I'm just too tired to decipher what people's intentions are and all that. Whoa. Let's read the note. Letter of recognition. Florian Gerhardt, I would like to personally thank you for your great service to Riften. It is quite possible that without your expertise, we might never have been able to eliminate the troll scourge plaguing the hold. Enclosed in this letter is a reward of 500 septims for your efforts. Furthermore, I have heard of your plans to retire from adventuring business. There is a plot of land on the outskirts of Riften available for purchase. Should you go and your wife wish to build your future here in Riften, regards, Jarl Layla, lawgiver of Riften. Vex's challenge. I've been hearing about your little exploits, and I think you might be exactly what we're looking for. So are you interested in becoming a real thief? I represent a highly specialized group known as the Thieves Guild. I have a little challenge for you to see if you have what it takes. If you succeed, you'll be given an exclusive opportunity to join my organization and a pile of gold for your efforts, of course. I want you to break into the vault beneath the Gerhardt Mansion, just southeast of Riften. The vault holds a one-of-a-kind emerald heirloom. Steal it and bring it back to me, and your task will be complete. The owner is a retired adventurer and lives alone, so if you break in at night, this heist should be dead easy. In the basement of the mansion, there is a secret door disguised as a wardrobe. The entrance to the vault will be just behind that. He's likely to have set a couple of traps, but as long as your head is on your shoulders, this should be a piece of cake. Once you have the emerald, find me in the Ragged Flagon beneath Riften, and we'll talk. Vex. Yeah, I sometimes think that about reality, but like overall the best I can do is deal with what I've seen, what I can see as reality. At the end of the day, that's what I go with. My enchantment ability increased. Upgrades. Silent roll, that's the one I want to get once I level up to that. Yeah. My inner monologue is always very active. Adderall helps with at least keeping like the really messy, disorganized, self-loathing kind of inner monologue that I get, because it gets like so self-loathing to the point where it physically hurts to hear it, you know? But with Adderall, I can just kind of shove it away in a file cabinet and think how and what I want to think. Have more control of it.
Khajiit got your back.
And I hate like the level of self-loathing it gets to though, because it's like my rationality also then insults me, like, why do you care about all this petty shit? You should just shut the fuck up and die because you're so petty and stupid and immature and blah blah blah. So glad that the Adderall just kind of like makes the really bad ones that kind of constantly just make me want to die go away. Well, that I have the ability to make them go away. Occasionally I'll think those thoughts and then be like, no, that's dumb, let's not think that. And then I go about my day.
Khajiit got your back.
Yeah. And then sometimes, I often have more than one inner monologue going when I'm alone. Though. And then sometimes, like, I'll have like 2 or 3 going in my mind, and then one of them I will just use my like actual mouth and voice, like actually talk to it. Like it looks crazy, but I'm pretty sure lots of people do that, honestly, because it just helps the thought process go better. It's hard to imagine how people think without one. Like, sometimes I kind of think in a movie, but that's after, like, I've talked to the inner monologue in my head a little bit, you know? It's like... yeah. Lavender dumpling, braided bread, baked potatoes, or apple dumpling. Okay, I'm gonna do apple dumplings. And there's still enough. One in lavender dumpling. What's your inner monologues like? Oh, like a topa, kind of? I think that's the word for it. I feel like they make me, but I used to think, if I voiced what my inner monologue wanted aloud to anyone, that it would get cursed, all my wishes would. And so I avoided saying anything I wanted ever, because I thought I could control the future with that, low-key, and was like made life very difficult for a bit. The paper is cold and brittle as you pull it away from the blade, which was driven very deep into the wall. Florian Gerhardt, we regret to inform you that in your absence, your late wife, Leandre, was tried and executed for witchcraft and black magic. We ask that you do not investigate the nature of her crimes, as although we have no evidence against you, we suspect you may have been complacent or accessory to her crimes. Involvement in this matter will only incriminate you further. During interrogation, she confessed to having been unfaithful to you. We know this might be hard, but it seems you might not have known your wife as well as you thought. Our dearest condolences, the Riften Guard. That's definitely a lie. They're lying to this person, I feel like. I'm about to die from all these. I'm gonna switch to this. Luckily my followers are tough.
Khajiit got your back.
Oh, that's good that you found a way to make it positive for yourself. Yeah.
I will shoulder some of your burden.
It does get exhausting to have a super critical inner monologue. You know, in like Harry Potter, that spell that where like their worst fear is casted, but then it turns into like they can just turn it into something ridiculous. Or wait, no, the Dementor pretends to be their worst fear, but then yeah. They can just ridiculous it, and then the thoughts that get me super suicidal to the point where like I actually attempt suicide and almost die, like jumping into traffic, taking the most deadly combo of pills I can find in the house and ending up in a coma, etc. Things I've done in the past, like I can just be like, That thought is so ridiculous. Why would you do that, bro? And kind of bully the really, really mean, vile parts of myself. I hope I described it well enough then. Either way, it's like kind of like just casting a spell against the attack that my brain gave me. The attacks that would lead to super, like, suicidal thoughts, at least. I'm glad you survived. I've never almost died from cutting because I actually used to really like cutting and it felt good. But, ooh, I bet that hurt. And so, like, for me, cutting was always like our last resort for survival more than it was for an attempt at my own life. It was a way to kind
If
of
anyone
deal
sneaks
with
up on us, I will show them some of your burden.
rage that needed to be released somehow. That's good that they gave you the tetanus shot. That would be bad to get tetanus. Yeah, I actually, the most recent time I cut myself was in September. It was because a really close family friend of mine died, and like that family friend had invited me to like go on a ferry and just a weekend trip somewhere that was very nice, but I was just way too sick, and because I've been way too sick for years to do much. But like I didn't know that would be like the last time that she ever would exist and stuff, and like I just felt like so powerless and so just what if I just forced myself to go or something, even though I was like genuinely so sick. But I know in my heart that like I just needed to release that awfulness in my mind. And the way to do that was I made a bunch of like shallow cuts in the shower, and then like one of my favorite ways to make shallow cuts that heal easy is just I would scrub really hard on those shallow cuts with a towel. So it actually gets a lot of blood out and means you can keep reopening and bleeding and get the right amount of sting that I like for it and all that. But other than that relapse and cutting, I haven't cut. I like don't really cut in my adult life anymore, and that's because of Adderall, to be honest. Yeah. I also missed her funeral because of this hospital stay too. It sucks. It's like her funeral happened right as I was in the hospital. And then my grandma died while I was in the hospital this time. Like, it's just...
if anyone sneaks up on us,
I don't like thinking about it. And I can't let myself think about it right now. Like, it'll all hit again like a freight train eventually. But
if anyone sneaks up on us, I smell them coming. Or I might not.
Yeah.
We will see.
Yeah. I have a lot of scars on my arms, because part of it is whenever I saw like a piece of skin that I hadn't cut yet, I was like, okay, I need to get a styro here ASAP. Because, I don't know, it just, and like for a while I was trying to keep my arms even in amounts of cuts, and that was back when like I was fully in an addiction to cutting basically. Because it is addictive, like it's underrated how addictive self-harm actually is, I'd say. Because, like, the first time I cut myself, I was actually 5 years old and had never seen someone who ever self-harmed. I just, like, it was actually the day my dad left, and it's like, I don't want to be your dad anymore, I'm leaving forever, I'm not your dad, blah blah blah, and then
You're taking us somewhere warm,
decided to rip the skin off my forehead. It didn't end up scarring, but ever since then it's just been like, it actually feels good to do it. And of course, techniques were probably influenced as I met other people who did it. But, yeah.
I will shoulder some of your burden.
The first time I cut, like, cutting metal across the skin, you know, was with a bread knife, and, like, I loved using serrated knives for a while. And now I just don't do it anymore until I do it and crack, but the goal is to not crack. Giving my follower a bunch of stuff so that he can carry it. Yeah, like, yeah, what had happened was my mom was mad at me about the dishes and yelled at me for a while, and then like went to go grocery shopping or something, and so I grabbed the bread knife and like went at it on my arm for a bit, and then I felt really good and did all the dishes and cleaned the whole kitchen and made a delicious pot of soup and stuff. Like, it was like, it kind of feels like, you know, people talk about their first hit of something, or like their first time starting cocaine or whatever. It was basically like that.
Lead on, friend.
Like, was my first high, but with self-harm. Because it feels, I don't know, just good to mutilate for some people. And basically from ages 5 to 20, I was doing it almost every day-ish, at least every month. There were like occasionally little periods where I was not doing it, but, and there were times where it was a lot more mild than others, but yeah. I'm glad that my mom never said that she hated me, but oh damn. Yeah, mine wasn't deep, really. Like, it was deep, but like styro deep, not Laffy Taffy deep. I don't know. I hate the cringy, trendy self-harm slang for it, but it's the words I know for that stuff. Dang.
It's crazy, like, how bad my mental health used to be, and now how, for the most part, it's really good. Other than that, like, relapse I had in self-harm and stuff, which is, like, I'm not even gonna count it as, oh, I'm now back into self-harm or something, because it was a relapse. And, like, for me, that would be like someone deciding to binge a bunch of donuts or something because someone very important to them died, you know? Like, it doesn't mean all of a sudden that they're not eating healthy most days. But yeah, I got my mental health together, and now my physical health's all bad. And I remember, like, when I was in the mental hospital and troubled teen industry and stuff, like, I always viewed it as a challenge to what I could self-harm with, what I could turn into something that would just rip open skin. And yeah, towels in the shower was something I could actually, like, rip so much skin off with. It was crazy. And Velcro. That was one of my main methods too. And the scabs from the Velcro burns I could give myself. Make everything deeper, and then if I ripped open the scab and then started cutting it with whatever I could find that was sharpest in the place, that would make it go deeper and deeper. And it was kind of like, yeah. And I don't know, it's probably a bad thing to talk about, but I'm just talking about it because I don't know why. It, like, feels kind of satisfying to talk about it in just an honest way, though. You know what I mean? Just because, like, and being an adult now, who's mostly over it, it feels like I have to talk like a born-again Christian about it or something, when it's not as simple as being, like, completely clean or completely the same as I was when I was doing it almost every day or something. I meant, like, I challenged the staff, like, oh, you want to take that away from me too? No, I'm gonna still do that. Like, I am going to find every way I can to bleed, and they couldn't stop me. And yeah, those places were also just very chaotic and violent and traumatizing. I mean, that is, like, in the troubled teen industry, like, that's where they experimented on my heart even. So, like, it was just a very bad place that wasn't keeping us safe in general, but also was super, like, strict in some ways too. There were, like, sometimes girls that, yeah, stress is another big thing that makes me want to just a feeling that's too painful to swallow, and so I feel the need to kind of, like, I assume the instinct for cutting actually kind of is similar to the instinct to bloodletting. Oh shit, the mannequin's alive. Okay then, I guess the mannequin's not gonna kill me. Like, because back when medicine was vibes-based, so many things were just, oh, you just need to bleed out that bitterness, those inner demons, that sickness, whatever was making you feel bad. And yeah, so that's why a lot of people end up instinctively self-harming. There's a Rex's challenge. We've been starting to hear about your exploits, and there's a chance you might have... Oh yeah, that's just the same note I was left. But clearly he did not make it. But I'm cool enough to make it, because I have mods and I'm the main character. Although this whole quest is a mod, actually, so... Yeah. Looks like lots of people who tried to do this challenge died. Oh no, Skyrim has great in-game music. Just the dungeon sounds are different from the other ones. And also I have 2 mods that add horror music to it too, from other games. Oh, it crashed. Yeah, we can listen to the in-game music too. I can temporarily disable the mod. It's since it's crashed anyway, and I'll have to be in the menu screen. Good time to stretch. Check my ostomy bag, see if it's ready to empty. Yeah, I gotta go empty my ostomy bag anyway. I'll be right back. I just remembered that I can have a be right back screen actually, so you don't have to hear the sound of my ostomy output. Okay, I am back. It looks like what's happening is my brother keeps signing into my fucking Xbox. I need to make him sign out. He's signing into it while I'm home, or while he's home at my house, and which means I keep getting signed out. So I texted him to tell him to ask before signing in, because he just signed me out, so I'm going to sign his ass out and get back to Skyrim. Sadly, Disco Elysium isn't one of the games that let you do this cloud gaming thing with. But, yeah. Let's hope he doesn't just be like, why is it signing out? And then not look at my texts. If it randomly signs me out again, I will have to stop the stream, and then I'm gonna call him, and then I'll be back later. But yeah. Let's get the vanilla music going, because the vanilla music is great too. Just double checking that there isn't any other mods I want to disable for a bit. Yeah. Actually, I'll stop the stream for now and start it later. I'll be back later, guys.